Okay. So we were just finishing up with the third worlders there in the van. You stripped them of any of their consequential gear. Um, did we tie them up or anything like that?
Nope.
Start walking.
Driving,
Yeah,
driving
their
away.
van is pretty much inoperable. Did you want to do anything else to the van to further deteriorate it or anything? I guess they just have to replace the wheel on it really to get it going.
That's fine.
Should
I
we
just wanted
slash
to get.
tires?
I just want to get us out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't spend too much time on this, just a minute or two,
No.
and then you get back on your way.
Neutralize the threat and move on.
All right. Yeah. Within about 10, 15 more minutes, you see off in the distance a small, what looks like a recycling container, but you know is really just a holographic display. As you get closer, the container kind of warps and distorts the light, and you can see what was the police officer's motorbike hidden underneath, and he was kind of sitting down beside it having himself a little picnic.
Just the guy that we saw earlier.
Yeah, this was the guy that helped escort you into the containment zone to begin with.
So I'll drive up and then just hand him out a beer from the cooler.
As he takes it, he looks at it suspiciously. Oh, guess you had a good day in the zone, huh?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really nice place.
I'm probably like my third by now, and it's leaned over like a little bit sloshed. Hey, we're going back.
Yeah. All right, we
Free
ready to get out of here
beer!
then? You guys made
Yeah,
peace
let's do
with
it.
today? All right, let's do it. So yeah, he pops the top off the bottle and jumps on his bike and kind of starts rolling on down the street there. Gets you towards the checkpoint. The checkpoint officers again go through the paperwork with him. He hands them a few cred sticks and sweet talks them. The two of them exchange a laugh. He hands them another one of your beers from the 12 pack, or two of your beers from the 12 pack, and then you guys make your way out of there. So what now? Your escort, about a block later, he kind of waves you off and kind of takes a side street and turns away from you.
Be funny to pull this over for DWI.
As far as I know, we're doing whatever we need to do to rendezvous with whoever gave us the job.
I think we go back to him once we have any information. So let's see what's on these hard drives first.
So the hard drives have a similar issue to the comlink in that they are damaged and or just older technology. So you need to have some sort of hardware skills in order to repair them.
It's like somebody in the group has hardware skill. Oh no.
All right. Somebody in the group with a workspace to do this?
I have the tools, not the workspace. I can make the workspace though.
Okay, how are we
I
doing it?
can.
I have a table in my pad, right?
Yeah, actually, that's right. You guys, you do have a small apartment, right?
Mhm.
One bedroom.
I opted for the one bedroom for myself.
I think I'm crashing on someone's couch. I don't know.
Yeah, you're kind of rotating. Well, actually, and then like
I'm
I said,
that
in
friend.
that apartment that they're at, it's actually no, the apartment that they're staying at, they don't have people sleeping in the stairwells and everything like that. It's not that bad.
Did I ever get my medium lifestyle?
You did say that you wanted one, and you may have started setting up like contacts and meeting times to see about that, but you have not purchased one yet. No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Well, seems like you should probably get to work on these pads. I'm gonna take some of this visual data that we got. Meet up with that detective. Minos, you want to go with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to also see if the comm links from the gangers that we just took maybe have some useful information. I haven't gone through all the data I got off him. It might have some pay data that he'd be willing to shot some million for.
Maybe, but I can't get that off of them. So if you get anything, you just let me know.
Okay. I guess I'll start doing matrix searches with the help of one of my sprites. Or maybe I'll just compile a data sprite to help me out, and we'll start doing it.
Okay.
So I was just going to say, and Medic's like, do you happen to have one of those machine spirits? And he's kind of doing the whole hocus pocus hands.
Are you okay? What's wrong with your hands? Yeah, I got Tanky.
No idea.
You want Tanky to help you out?
Sure, that would make my life easier.
Yeah. Hey, Tanky, come here. Where you at? I'm just gonna
Tanky
grabs a little
explodes.
bit of code floating through the air and folds up a little origami tank and flicks it at Medic. We can go over there and help him out. Maybe do some diagnostic on whatever he's repairing and talk him to his comm link.
All right. Yeah, you do hear the voice of a World War II British tank commander in your ear, giving you.
Oh, how soothing.
No, son, it's not done like that.
Perfect.
Cheerio. Go sod off.
Tanky's the kind of sprite you want to have a beer with.
A pint.
Yeah, it would be a pint. You fucking Yankees.
A lager for my boys.
So yeah. Anyways, I just want like a generic matrix perception roll or matrix search roll on the data we got, or edit file. What?
Yeah, I can already tell you. There's no like genuinely useful information, like anything that'll be pay data. The information that you get out of there would help you if you have questions in the future, like about the gangers' movements and activities. You might know a few of their other like drop-off points and times that they meet up and stuff like that. A few of their other associates through their contact list, but even then, most of their communication is using some sort of street encryption, like street level speakeasy.
Like jargon?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go and have the data sprite compile it and organize it and do all that boring stuff I don't want to do and make it useful later.
All right. Medic, why don't
Someone's
you go ahead and give me
making-
your hardware rolls to repair the 2 hard drives first. We'll just count
Yep.
it as one roll for the both of them.
I'm just wondering, Diagnostic gives me extra dice. I just need to know how many.
Oh,
Things
Oh,
like
thank
into
you.
the force.
No, it's a roll. I think it's similar to a leadership role,
it's-
right?
Assisting someone with repairing a device similar to a teamwork test.
Yes.
That's what I
So
thought.
the sprite makes a hardware test of hardware plus level data processing. And if any hits are rolled, you get a +1 limit, and each hit adds +1 die to the pool.
Nice. So roll me that, please.
Wow.
Well, there
my
you
God.
go.
You enjoy.
I'm going to edge that.
All right.
That's 7. Two hits. Yeah, it's going to take me a while.
Okay. So there's good and bad news. So by the time you guys get back to your homes and you get settled in, we'll say about another hour has passed, hour and a half. We're getting close to about 2 in the afternoon here now. And this is going to take you about 12 hours of meticulously working through these 2 hard drives, like cleaning them and rebuilding them to see if this is successful or not. So, and at the end of that 12 hours, you have to make another roll.
Yeah, I'm going to make a DNA. Pick me up some long haul. This is going to be a long project.
So Tanky helps you with downloading all of the correct engineering software and everything like that, and all the walkthroughs of just kind of like YouTube videos of people being, hey, when I had problems, this is how I cleaned it using a cotton da 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 da, and brushed it like this, and you just start going through those, and you've got about 12 hours of labor-intensive work to get these 2 hard drives in some sort of working condition, and then to get them plugged into an old-style recreated power source. So while you're doing that, let's jump to what Magpie wants to be on.
Long haul has no availability. You could just go to the S-Mart down the corner and pick it up.
Yeah, but I'm working on the.
I'll do it. I'm worthless. Okay. What's it cost? Like 100
50.
million each?
50.
I mean, there's probably some markup for being overseas, right?
No.
No?
Well, they'll probably have their own brand of it.
Yeah.
I was trying to weasel some more cash out of him, but okay. I'll take his 50 and go buy him some long haul.
You could give him a delivery charge.
I'm not going to charge my friends for delivery. I mean,
Gas.
he could have to save my life someday.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. You don't
could
do that
charge
to the
you
medic.
medkit tax. So, Minos and I'm calling up the detective,
Yeah.
telling him we saw some stuff. And
Detective McGregor.
you might have to refresh my memory on the stuff we saw there, because I know we did see some stuff.
Yes, you found the body of a little dwarven girl named Hope.
That's right.
That was one of the 3 missing children.
Didn't we find 2? Oh, 3 or just the one?
Just the one.
I think
Okay.
there were lots of bodies, though.
We found lots of bodies.
Yep.
One of those 3 missing girls, and then we learned information from the Red Watch people about another one.
Yep, about Adelie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we know-
needs to... Oh, yeah.
We know the fate of one of the girls, potentially the lead on another.
So you drop a contact to, or a message off to McGregor, or Detective McGregor. There was
Yeah.
also the Johnson that you had spoken with is the one that asked you to get the information about the hard drive. So did you want to catch up with him at all, or you're
Yeah,
going to be waiting on that information anyway? So
I want to send him a message and saying we recovered several pieces, working to repair them now. Should have them to you within the next day or so.
Roger, he sends back a reply within about 20-25 minutes saying he can rendezvous with you at Squabblewogs. And then he gives you a tea time, something
Okay.
early afternoonish.
A-okay.
All right.
And then I think we're going to meet the detective at Squabblewogs.
Okay. So the 2 of you head on in for a pint. The same bouncer as before. When you approach the door, he slides the knocker and opens it. Nods to the 2 of you. He doesn't check your IDs again or question you. He does point out and AR mark your pistols again.
Yep. I'm starting to like this place. Not London. I left for a reason, but this place is nice.
Detective McGregor is on that stool at the corner of the bar again, same as last time, with a draft of whiskey in front of him.
I think we get the point where it's like we both sit on either side of him, just kind of sit there and like drinking our beers, or Minos doing whatever Minotaurs do. Just kind of sitting.
Squatting.
Maybe just huddled over the bar.
Squabblewogs is actually fairly large. It was built for larger people, so.
Oh, good.
Pretty good amount of trolls and the like in the area.
Well, and yeah, they're just outside the Lambeth Containment Zone too, so there are a lot of orcs and a lot more trolls in this area. And
So
dwarves.
probably not very many elves.
No, not on the south side. Elves mostly hang out on the north side.
Nice. Class up the place. So, detective?
Ah, yes. What'd you find out? Find one of the missing kids?
Unfortunately. And I just kind of swipe the the video information over to him. That's got like the feed from I guess it was Medic. You went into the room,
Yep. And Medic streams his stuff.
so I just like grab some of the stills and send them over to him.
Shakes his head a few times, grabs another shot of whiskey and downs it. I'll have to tell our parents.
I don't know if you can tell, but there was a lot of other bodies there. There may be more people missing.
Yeah, we'll have to put out another warning, and I'll see if I can't get some boys to help me fish some of them bodies out. It's still in the containment zone, and we don't have the gear to go digging too far, but I'll see what we can do. They deserve a proper burial.
Well, they're not too far into the Fukisoft building, and I kind of mark on the map where this stuff was.
Okay.
Kind of send the coordinates over to him. It was a grisly scene.
Nice.
What do you think? 20, 25? Looking at
At
Minos.
least.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And there's another one, Adelie, right?
Yeah.
She's not in the pile. We ran into some Red Watch gangers. Apparently she fell in with them. She's kind of taken up a leadership role even. But she's missing. Right, so... But I at least connected the dots there.
So you have some leads on her.
Got a comm link. I'm gonna spruce it up, check where that leads us.
Well, here, I know this isn't much, but let me wire you some cash for finding Hope. Her parents want her to know how it ended, and the peace of mind will be enough for a reward.
Just
And
tell
this
them
will
it
help-
was quick.
This will help you look for Adelie.
Yeah, good.
So, and he wires 5,000 UN to you.
That's good.
Something.
The least I can do is fill up your drink.
Be drinking a lot more of those these days.
Well, finding people, even if they're alive, it never ends well.
Yep, we all keep our demons. As he stares longingly into the amber whiskey.
I can pretty much hear the saxophones playing for this
Right,
one.
yeah. Perfect.
As he,
Wasn't it you who
as-
didn't want to take this originally? Kind of threw it off on me.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm just checking.
he gave us money. That endears him to me.
All right. So no more information really for him. What else we got going on?
I think it's like the swipe cut to us going back, being at the apartment, and because I don't think we have anything else out here.
Back there, really.
We need to talk to the Johnson at some point, but we need information for that.
Okay. So in the 12 hours while we're waiting for the hard drives to be done, do you want to say that you grab your mid-lifestyle?
I would love that. Yes.
Okay. So here's what we're going to say. You can either be in the west way or you can be on the east end. So if you want to know pros and cons of either one, the west way is more of the middle class area, while the east end is going to be more middle class and high class area. So the east end is technically better, but it's further away from everything.
Westway's fine with me.
Okay.
I just need like a reliable grid link. I need decent food.
Maybe a
Hey,
guest
perfect.
bed for your friends.
There's a futon.
All right. So yeah, you'll find a place there, and you can decide if you prefer Hammersmith or Chiswick, Chiswick. But that's probably about where you'll be.
Cool.
All right.
And I will wire everybody their portion of the monies, which is
Do we want to say for selling those pistols already too?
yeah, we do need to figure that out. So everybody gets $12.50 from the detective money.
The pistols at full value are worth about 800 each.
We got one Ares Crusader or one Ingram Smart Gun.
No, it's 2 Crusaders, 1 smart gun. I was actually
Crusader's
going-
been bricked. It needs to be repaired if it's going to be sold.
Okay.
Okay.
I was actually just going to ask, do we want to keep the smart gun for backup equipment?
I was actually more concerned with what ammo we have for the smart gun.
I have a lot of ammo for submachine guns.
Do I have a lot of ammo for submachine guns?
You're using the exact same one.
So is it a communal ammo storage?
No, if I'm keeping this, I'll get my own ammo for it.
So
Friendly
whenever we
gift.
jacked it, whenever we took it from the guy, I want to know if they had any ammo with them so I can have some more ammo because I'm running low on ammo.
Oh yeah, he had 2 clips with him.
Oh sweet, regular.
So 60 rounds.
It really depends on how friendly you want to get with Medic's pockets.
Oh, he can keep the ammo. I can invest in my own.
Well, no, you have a bunch, so if he needs some, he can just kind of reach in there.
True, that's if he doesn't want to lose his hand.
Well, you can always get him a new one. It's fine.
Yeah, but that implies I want to install a hand.
What a spoil sport. How many guns were there? What total are we looking at? And do I need to make a negotiations roll?
Are we keeping either of the guns?
That was actually a pitch to the group. Like, do we want to keep any of these?
I have all the gun I need,
Okay.
so it's up to someone else.
You can get
Actually, I want to look at it.
full retail would be 1,650 yen. So we'll say they'll give you 1,000 yen for the 2 of them. No, wait, actually, these are off-brand. They'll give you 350 yen for both of them.
Oh, if they're off-brand, fuck no.
Will off-brand affect their stats?
It really doesn't.
Okay, then let's just keep him as backup if that's all the money we're looking at.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for us to acquire guns as well.
So it's like we're in the alley, and I've got the guns. I'm like, hey, you want to buy these? He's like, oh yeah, I'll give you 300, and I just laugh and walk away. What?
Some black market peddler.
Yeah.
All right.
Shady.
I mean, I could really use 300, but okay.
Find us some good jobs.
I know how to knock over a bank.
Listen,
Not well, but
what year is it, by the way? 2070 something?
Yep.
Let's just say 2073 or something. So I'm like, this is 2073. You rob a bank, you get serious heat on you. You rob drug dealers, nobody cares.
so you're saying that if I can find somebody who can speak the language of these third worlders, maybe we can find some people to knock over for some cash?
Hey, it could work, do a little legwork. Have some initiative. Don't just sponge off of us.
Hey, Magpie, do you speak third worlder?
No, I don't. I don't know what that is.
Although default on that note, if you are having this conversation, then you'll remember you're stealing all the information off their comp links. As you're going through and trying to decipher through their lingo, a lot of this is drug running, smuggling, and dealing, whatnot. So,
Yeah, I just figured you wouldn't let me actually hack into it and use any of that to make money until I found somebody who translated it.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what it is, but you're right. You do have to translate it in order to be accurate with the information about what times, the quantities, money, and all that.
Can I get a Linguasoft?
Yeah, I thought that's what you were trying to do was use your your sprite to help you break down that information.
I mean, yeah, I was. I just didn't know. I thought that maybe you were telling me it wasn't possible for the sprite to do it, but if the sprite can do it, awesome. Let's do that.
I'll read up more on that between now and next session, be able to give you more information on it. So, but between you and Magpie, I'm confident the two of you can do it, so I'm not that worried about it. Let's fast forward to you arrive back at the apartment. The hard drives have been fully scrubbed and cleaned. It's like I said, it's been pretty labor intensive for the last 12 hours or so that you've been working on it. You took a few smoke breaks here and there or whatnot, and got it all fixed up. Once they're plugged in and turned on, the TRID displays information from the hard drives. It's fully encrypted, but it looks like it's blueprints and user manuals.
Meta lets out a whistle. It's like, dang. What are the blueprints for, like armor or weapon?
The
Or for something
blueprints
else?
are blueprint files, but they are encrypted, so you can't actually see the visualization of them. They're a 3D representative model, but they are labeled Fukasoft and then labeled 2024 to 2049.
Hey, DeFault's, do you happen to have anyone that's good at breaking encryption? Because we may have found some interesting material. And I'm
Oh.
not saying pay data, because I know what he would do with it
Oh.
immediately.
But you need somebody who can break some encryption? Yeah, I can talk to a guy.
Wonderful. Get that arranged.
All right.
Come on. Just call over one of my sprites real quick.
You gonna have your sprites gang up on it?
I mean, I was going to have two of them go at it.
Like the sound of that.
Can,
All right.
can I have one sprite assist the other sprite in all these little things they got to do?
I don't know. I wouldn't think a sprite should be able to self-help. Does
No.
that make sense?
You mean help another sprite or help
another
itself?
sprite. Yeah. Like
Yeah, I
if you
have
summon
multiple
it to
sprites, and
assist you, that's one thing. But if a sprite helps a sprite, you know what I'm saying? So you can create
Yeah,
like
so-
a waterfall there.
I guess, I mean, that's exactly what I was trying to do. I was going to be gate breaking, but whatever. If you'll let me do it, but if, you won't, I understand. So you need me to crack into this thing and get some information out.
Aye.
So I'll use my crack sprite, and I also need to start re-registering these things and getting some more services on them as soon as I can do that.
All right. Are you going to because the device is older, like an older style, you'll need to either plug yourself into VR, you would have to plug yourself in to this device in order to break it that way, or you'll need to plug in your comm or something like that to put your sprites into it to break into it that way, because it doesn't have a wireless signal. Is what I'm trying to say.
So I have skin link, so if I just touch it, I have a direct I have a direct connection to it. Can my sprites connect it through that?
I'll allow it.
Sweet. So I guess I'll assist my sprite in trying to hack on the fly up to 3 marks, and then I guess we're trying to search for a file. Trying to use matrix perception to spot a data bomb, and I'll do that twice. If there's a data bomb, I'll disarm it. Otherwise, I'll crack a file and then edit a file.
Okay.
And I have, for this, 5 dice, so can I just buy a hit for my assist?
Yes.
Or successes on the hack on the fly for the first one. And a lot more for the next 2.
All right, yeah. Nope, way too many successes. We'll say you're in. 3 marks.
All right, and then I'll go ahead and do the matrix perception test.
Okay. So,
For matrix perception. I don't know if I actually have any dice for that. Hold on. So I go ahead.
so I was just gonna say, through the skin link in your eyes, what you see is like a black field with kind of a neon blue wire grid. That's the walking surface with giant constructed neon blue wire framed girders that hold up a large gate, which looks to be doored and locked shut. This is the encryption.
And this is just on a hard drive?
Yeah.
So this is like serious stuff.
Yeah,
Sounds like
this was serious research stuff. I mean, it's older technology, which is why it looks like retro and weird, but
Sure, but it's impressive. All right, so definitely gonna do matrix perception on this big old gate thing and try and see if there's a bomb on it or in between me and it.
okay.
And I'll probably do that twice just to make sure I see it. I got 6 successes.
Perfect. Yeah. You do not see any bombs
Well, then I'm gonna look
or
again.
traps. Okay. 5 successes. You do not see any traps or bombs.
Alright. Well, at this point, I mean, if I don't see the data bomb, then I'm not gonna feel it when it kills me either. So
Right.
it's all right. I'll go ahead and do a crack file on it.
All right.
And it's hacking plus logic. I can only buy 1 hit. 7 successes
wow,
to
7
crack the
successes.
file.
Yeah.
And that's versus the protection rating times 2 in dice.
No, you walk right up to the door. Like I said, it had a kind of a larger lock hole in it. You just kind of reach your hand in because it's so large. You're able to easily reach your VR form in there, manipulate the gauges, and you open the lock mechanism,
Wow.
and the gate easily swings open. Inside, you see several. Again, everything is in like this neon blue wire frame, so you can kind of half see through everything as you see the frames or the wire frames behind it. But you see it's kind of like a large auditorium room, leads up to probably like an old style library, and there are small desks here and there, or small tables with kind of 256 color, kind of like so poorly colored small 3D representations on each of these tables.
What are the representations of?
Each of these is like an architectural image. So as you move closer to one, you can see it a little bit more in depth, and the colors become a little bit more alive, like what you're used to. But like this one is a sewer system for part of the city of London. Another one is part of the catacombs. It looks like you could be in a museum/library.
So I guess kind of what I want to do here is open this up a little bit to the rest of the group, and anybody who's here or interested, can I pipe, like, using myself as a beacon, can I pipe their comm links through me and allow them to be able to interact with this at all?
Not to allow them to interact with it, especially since you're doing it, I would think since you're doing it through the skin touch. Well,
Could they see
no,
it
that relation.
at least?
That's what I'm trying to, because you can see it but your eyes are biological, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they are.
So I don't think you'd be able to upload what you see to a visual format for them.
I guess I'll try and describe what I see then to them and be like, man, one of these tables is a map of the sewers of London? This is weird. And then, what information do you want? Do you just want all of it?
anything that looks important.
All right, well, I guess I'll lay down and I'll go hot to assist and give an extra die to the sprite, and I'll go ahead and summon a couple more sprites, and we'll start copying everything, searching it twice for a data bomb and copying it. Do you want like a general role for that, or how do you want it?
That's fine. Now, you are making copies of this, and you're storing it to like a cloud storage space offline.
Well, I kind of figured maybe like we have those extra comm links, or even somebody else's comm link. I'd probably try and copy it someplace not online, because I don't want anybody else to find it.
Right. Okay. The information is pretty vast, so it'll take you some time to transfer all of this information through to. You're going to keep it on comms. We'll say with the new data, obviously should have much larger memory capacity, so you can, even though these hard drives were specifically made to be able to house all of this information, we'll say that you can get it saved in a comm link, just because of the way technology has changed.
How many services do you want me to take off the sprite for all this?
Just one from each of the sprites that you're using. But here is, choose one of your sprites. Are they all cranes right now?
I have 2 cranes and probably the Fault helping me right now.
And the what?
The Fault. I have 2 cranes and a tiger. Sorry, it's 2 crack sprites and a Fault sprite.
Okay.
I guess maybe the Fault sprite.
So
or the cranes. I don't know, they're all good. So whoever.
So what happens is one of your cranes relays information back to you. It's flying around saving some of this information on the 3rd level of this building. And up on the 3rd level of this building, there's an alcove with 2 armored knights standing guard behind a dimly lit red door. It looks like it's the door actually looks like it's has like a red velvet texture to it. If the crane moves too close towards the door, the knights do appear to move and to intercede the crane from approaching the doorway directly.
I guess I'm gonna grab the other 2 sprites and walk up there and look at it. And I just want to start talking to everybody and be like, there's some serious architecture. Oh, I'm hot. Never mind, I can't. I'll use the DNI to tell everybody the architecture in this thing's intense. And just start describing what I'm seeing, and maybe somebody's heard of this before, or run into it, or can do research on it. But I've never seen this kind of thing before.
Not surprised. I mean, this is top secret stuff. Probably why they wanted to pay for getting it salvaged.
Are they going to be pissed that we're copying everything?
If they find out, yeah, probably.
As you look around, you see all the mess you and your sprites have made of like items and whatnot knocked off of shelves, or just kind of bumped.
I mean, I can blame that on shoddy repair work, but if I attack these 2 good knights guarding this red door to see what's on the other side of the red door, I'm pretty sure they're going to know that we were in here.
We found it.
Can you sneak past
That's
them?
not a bad idea, actually. Can I sneak past them?
Oh,
Like, maybe we can... that's not a bad idea.
It is the Matrix. Or a virtual interpretation of it.
So I guess what I'd like to do is try and use one of the sprites as a distraction, get them to lead the guards away, and then maybe sneak past them with my sleaze.
Okay.
Because I'm a sleazy dude.
All right.
Because I like that idea. And then, worst
I
comes
like
to
this
worst, we'll
idea.
have the sprites go nuts and try and kill these guys before they kill me.
All right. Let's go ahead and see. So you're gonna roll a sleaze on the doorway then.
I guess it'd be a hack on the fly on the
Right.
doorway, yeah. I didn't think about that.
You're just trying to bypass this what we're calling ice here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. Wait, does it count as ice?
Yes. That's
Because my
what you
crack
think
sprites
this
have a
is.
suppression power that prevents ice from activating. Does it affect them at all?
So you're gonna ask him to do it basically.
Yeah, I want to see if he can suppress them. Then, if we are fast, we can get in there real quick.
What page is that on? I haven't read suppression.
Suppression is on page. It prevents ice from launching, so I'm not sure it'll even work. These guys appear to be pretty static.
Yeah, they are. They guard just this one doorway.
So suppression is on page 257. It says a sprite using suppression is just bizarre, especially to hosts. If a sprite is in a host and using this power when the host launches IC, that IC is delayed from launching by 3 turns. Delayed IC can't act or be targeted.
Okay. So if you want to start busting down this door, then I think that's what the delay would be, is how you said you want your sprite to kind of lead these guards away. That would make sense.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
So
yeah,
it's
all right,
suppressing them by kind of leading them around on a merry chase while you try to cut. So basically, this door doesn't have a lock on it. It just has a thin silk cord that's kind of draped in front of the doorway there. So and then a door handle on it. So
that sounds like a data bomb. Is there any way to tell if this data bomb is going to destroy the door or not, or is it going to destroy the door, or will it just destroy or kill whoever, or will it just go off?
Go ahead and make a perception check on it on the lock there.
Can I have a sprite do it instead?
Yes.
And I'll just assist.
How about we just complete the job and stop trying to make extra money on the side like that?
Says Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah.
While this is all going on, I'm going to be
That's
checking
66.
the 2070 version of Zillow or Trulia for a place to live.
Nice.
You want to farm, right?
Oh, I know exactly where I'm going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This sounds pretty good already.
So, yes, that's me.
All right. So 6 successes. That was on your witch roll.
That's 6 successes on the matrix perception to see if I can figure out if this data bomb is going to destroy the door or not.
All right. No, this is just a door lock. This does not appear to be a data bomb.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I need to unlock it somehow. I guess hack on the fly or crack file. Crack file.
Crack file. So up until this point, just using perception and whatnot, the knights have not engaged with you. They haven't tried to attack you or anything.
All right, we're gonna have one of those crack sprites start using suppression, and he'll
Alright.
try and delay these guys and fleet them and kite them around the room maybe, and then I'm gonna start trying to crack file on the door. Well, I'm gonna assist one of my sprites and crack and file on the door because I am a terrible hacker.
All right.
And I got 6 successes.
All right.
Ooh,
So
Jesus Christ!
you walk up and gingerly remove the silk cord in front of the door, and as you pull on the kind of old-style large handle there, the red velvet door easily swings open, and from inside a gold light kind of pours out.
Do I go to heaven?
That's what it's meant to look like. So you
yeah.
walk into the room as your tiger sprite kind of runs away with the 2 knights chasing it around in their noisy, clunky metal armor. Inside this room, you notice what look like several different ghouls, actually, chained up in small cages, like barely larger than the ghoul is. And there's lots of lab equipment. There's several different file folders at one end of the lab that have like a server terminal that holds looks to hold lots of different research goodies and things like that. You do see the representation of a few different scientists, like what look like image or ghost images of scientists walking around in circles, and they each one of them, the three of them, carries a different item in their hand. One carries around a clipboard, another one carries around what looks like a big syringe, and then the third one goes around with a scalpel and has like a surgical mask on.
And this was a company that was researching HMHBV, right?
Yes, the advanced strain. Yes.
Yeah, the Krieger strain.
Yep.
So I guess I'm going to take my 2 remaining sprites inside that door and then shut the door behind me and hope the knights don't notice I'm in here.
Okay.
And then I
How
guess
much of
we'll
this
start...
are you? How much of this are you piping back to us?
I can't pipe it back to you. I'm just saying it. Like, I'm just telling you guys what's happening.
Information, like you're telling us everything that's happening.
Yeah, I'm describing it vocally as best I can, or D&I wise as best I can.
Because this sounds like the kind of stuff that can get us killed.
Oh no, it is totally the stuff that's going to get us killed.
And yeah, but I don't know. I'm kind of doing what I was told, trying to pull my weight like I was just told to do.
Absolutely, I'm just thinking out loud, just like this is the kind of stuff that we either say we don't want to know anything about it, or we have to know everything about it. There's no middle ground. So this is the doing what you're doing better be successful or else.
For the record, I wanted to go rob some drug dealers, okay?
This is why nobody trusts Shadowrunners.
Oh,
This is
God.
right here, what we're doing right here.
I'm just gonna take a peek.
This is it. I'm just going to take a peek.
So I got a guy with the scalpel, a guy with the clipboard, and a guy with the syringe. What do you guys think? Or should I look at the ghouls? Or, I mean, I don't want to look at the ghouls.
You're already there. You may as well just go ahead and do it all.
All right. Let's talk to the guy with the clipboard. Yeah, no, I'll
On
just
that
power.
note of this being dangerous and stuff like that, you do still see the old Fukasoft logos on all of the equipment there in the lab.
Why is that dangerous?
Just that the research is branded, so it is
Oh.
still part of the old.
Yeah, but
Fukasoft.
Fukasoft is no longer around, correct?
Yeah, no, it is not.
Oh, so, I mean,
They have no rights to it anymore, unless
pretty much.
the companies, except to the companies who bought them.
Well, true. Who bought them?
So,
And
Anyone.
some of those people would still be alive.
yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to talk to the guy with the clipboard.
All right. As you approach the person with the clipboard, all three people stop, kind of walking around in their circle. The one with the clipboard stops and turns until it's facing you. It holds the clipboard up and asks, "Which patient do you require a report on?"
Whatever patient you were working on last.
Unknown entry. Please confirm.
Patient Alpha.
Unknown entry. Please confirm.
One?
What'd you say?
I said one?
Patient 1. Terminal loss. And then she starts going through a little bit of information, blood toxicity levels, how much of the concentration of the virus was within the blood level at time of final autopsy, dates, times.
I'm going to go ahead and pipe all that information back through to medic. And I'm going to say patient 2. And then I look down at my DNI and go, oh, no. Okay, so did I get the similar stuff on patient 2?
Yep.
And then I'll just kind of go, okay, maybe patient 0?
Inadequate information type.
Patient 3?
Patient 3 starts going off again, giving you the same spiel as before.
I guess-
Patient 3 wasn't terminal, though. Patient 3 showing acute signs of feral, da-da-da-da-da, and starts going into their symptoms of ghoulism. what their dietary desires are like, things like that.
I'm gonna say, how many patients are there?
There are currently 17 patients.
We're gonna be here for a while, guys. Let's start rattling off patient numbers and.
Okay, so you just start going through. Okay. When you get to about the 6th patient, you have your link with your other, with all of your sprites, correct?
Yeah.
Your tiger tells you the knights have given up chase and they're on their way back to the room.
I'm gonna tell one of my crack sprites to keep talking to this guy and getting all the information. And I'm gonna tell one of the fault sprites to tell the guy to keep talking to this guy and get all the information. And one of the crack sprites and I are gonna walk up to the guy with the syringe and say, "What do you do?"
Medicinal administration.
What are you administering today?
And today's regimen of antibiotics and and starts just rattling off different, patient entry required.
Question.
Yeah, sorry.
How much of this could be abstracted to be like, what is the useful information he could gain from this situation? Like assuming that he goes around and asks every accessible entry point, or talks to all the scientists. Because it's
Hard to say.
Can he access the underlying infrastructure of this information to do searches for valid keywords or something? I wonder.
I want to do that.
Kind of like a slash command, so he can figure out what all the different command options he has are.
Yeah, because we could be sitting here for 20 minutes, him going to each of these avatars. But if there's an easier way to access the information, that may be a thing he would do.
I type /help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll say something like that. You say help to the one with the syringe, and the one with the syringe just says. Trying to think how a computer would answer to this. So for a list of commands and options for this avatar directs the medication of patients on the floor. Research available for what medications each patient was under on each given day. Now, remember, when you're saying stuff like today, there's still a chronological timer in these things, or a clock that's ticking on, but these the research from this is all back from almost 35 years ago.
I just tell the guy with the syringe, provide me with all the data you have, and I'll just pump it back through my DNI.
Okay, so
I can just basically copy that the same way I was copying the other files, right? Can I just copy everything he has and put it somewhere else?
Yeah, you can copy it. You basically just copy his whole. You copy him. It's like having the medical doctor on Voyager. You copy the whole file.
Can we make him look like 7 and 9 though?
Yes, definitely.
And then I'll go to the guy. I think the last one is a scalpel, and I'm gonna ask him, "What do you do?"
All right, he's the one that administers. So the one was the check-in and dietitian, everything like that. The other one did medications. This one is the one that does surgeries and autopsies. So actually cuts into the ghouls.
I'll go ahead and copy both of these other guys too. I'm just going to copy them and put them on their file place, and hopefully we have enough comm links around the data storage that we need in order to store this stuff.
All right. Right about that time, you copy the third doctor. The red velvet door opens up, and you see two knights armed with long swords pressing into the room, and the single eye slot of their helmet glows red as it appears towards you.
Well, that sucks. Is there anything else in the room that's obviously a file?
The filing cabinets, the research documents there.
How many files are that? How many actions would be to copy it?
You think it would take 2 or 3.
All three of us. I'm sorry. The Fault Sprite will go and attack, I guess, or at least keep them busy. Maybe full Matrix defense. While the Crack Sprite and I go over to the filing cabinet and start making copy actions.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to roll that out, or if you want to roll that out. How long do I have?
Yeah, how many more services do you have from the Crack Sprite or the Fault Sprite?
The Fault Sprite has 3. I'm guessing I probably used at least 1 of his so far.
Okay.
I mean that was already counting off 1 for all the stuff we did outside this room.
Okay. So the Fault Sprite stands guard between, tiger pose between you and the 2 knights. Even though he's made of origami, he does grow much larger to represent an actual tiger fighting off kind of like a knight from that time period, trying to buy you as much time as you can. And your swan as well grows a little bit larger and starts kind of flying towards the face and guard of the other knight. You only get, you only get 1 action, 1 turn to copy from the filing cabinets, though, before the knight's swords cleave your 2 sprites in half, and bits of data kind of fade off into the air.
Judging by their movement, how long until they get to me?
Probably the next round. Your next initiative pass. Because, yeah, they're right there in the room with you now.
I guess I need to copy the second filing cabinet. Somebody told me you got to know everything or know nothing, and I'm going for everything because we're already too deep in, right?
All right,
Pretty
so
much.
Yep.
are you not going to defend against ice attacks then, or?
No, I'll do full Matrix defense and do copying attacks, but it sounds like I'm probably going to be spending / burning some edge. Don't I have 1 more sprite that just kind of like stops suppressing, or did they kill him?
No, that was the tiger, I thought.
Well, I have 3 sprites that are in here with me, and 1 of them suppressed, and then I had 2 more.
So the tiger and the Crack Sprite, the swan and the tiger, were guarding both knights that last time, and the tiger I thought was the one that had suppressed them, and then I thought you still had
No,
one
the cranes
swan.
do suppression. The cracks do something else. I forget what.
Oh, okay. So the
they do.
crane was the one that did suppression?
Yeah, the cranes do suppression, and the tiger does electron storm, which would damage them, and I don't want to do that, so...
Oh, okay. So we'll say that they were fighting the 2 cranes then, and so you still have your tiger with you.
Okay, so I'm going to tell my tiger to stand between me and them while I copy another one.
All right. He has intuition plus firewall rating.
Yes, his intuition plus firewall is... The Fault Sprite is a firewall of 8, and his intuition is going to be 6, so 14.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
Are they going to be is that a combined attack, or is that just one of them attacking him?
That's just the one. Oh, very nice. Definitely out of the way. All right, second one attacks.
I'm gonna go ahead and pre-edge this one.
You're edging for your sprite.
Yes.
Oh, no slash. Oh, wow. So good. All right, yeah. No, your tiger avoids their 2 attacks that round and gives you enough time to copy the second vat of files. There's a 3rd filing cabinet there. You sure you want to risk it?
I believe I was told to stop mooching and do my job. So, yes, I sadly want to try and do it. So I'm no longer mooching and can say, I did my job. Can I please have some ammo now?
All right, 2 more Night Swings coming in at the Tiger.
That's funny. Okay, here you are. Damn, why can't I roll like that?
I know, right?
I can roll like 20 dice and get 2 successes. You can roll
You
4
can do it
dice
one more
and get
time.
5 successes.
Holy wow. Yeah, the Tiger just keeps jumping around, diving underneath sword blades, pushing the knights back and over top of one another while you quickly rummage through the third filing cabinet and you secure the last bit of information to a comlink off site, I guess, for this site. And you turn back to the scene of the 2 knights trying to stab away at this Tiger. What now?
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead. I feel confident I have everything I can get, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You can
Yeah,
always
let's
come
go
back.
ahead. I'm gonna roll.
GTFO.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll GTFO. I need to roll hardware plus will, but I don't have hardware, so I default. So I guess I'm just gonna. I'm not link locked. I'm just gonna disconnect. I'm gonna let go of the damn. I wake up out of HR and I let go of the damn thing and I say, Tai Lung, no.
All right, you're out. You
Assuming
left
I've
him.
watched Kung Fu Panda in 2072. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So you're out.
Yeah, I'm out and I got everything I could, and there's lots of information to go through. So
we turn them over to the Johnson and be like, "Thanks, we got them."
I'm gonna actually need to use. Does my Tiger Sprite get out too, or
No.
how does that work?
What could be better is we could offer to hack into this and get the information out for an additional fee, if he chooses.
I would be interested to see his response to that, actually,
Actually,
If you
that's
want, we
yeah.
can for you.
because
That sounds
if
like
we
a
say
wonderful
that,
move.
and then he goes, "Don't ever look at it," then we're like, "Okay, bye."
Oh, whatever. Sure.
But then you
Yeah.
also told him at that point you have the ability to hack into it.
Yes,
No, we could totally work on this. We could try it.
but
give
you
it
know,
a
I would be interested to see his response. So yeah, that is a cool idea.
My Tiger Sprite, is it still alive or not?
It does not make it out with you.
All right, then I need to compile another crack sprite and have it actually erase my matrix signature off this thing so they can't tell I did this.
All right.
Seems smart.
Well, what you could do is you could re-encrypt it using a different key.
Yeah, like relock it, re-encrypt it. That involves you going back in there. But that's where we'll end things for tonight. Default having his foray into the virtual world and bringing back much needed information for the rest of the runners. So